from homeless to triumphant, unleashing your inner phoenix. Welcome to the BlackCEO Podcast, where we uncover stories that ignite the soul and challenge our perceptions. Today, we're diving deep into a narrative so powerful, so transformative, that it might just change the way you view your own life's journey. I have the extraordinary privilege of sharing insights from my recent interview with Shauna Hall, a woman whose story reads like a modern-day phoenix rising from the ashes. Shauna isn't just a success story. She's a beacon of hope, a testament to human resilience, and living proof that our circumstances don't define our destiny. Before we embark on this incredible journey together, I want you to do something for me. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the biggest challenge you're facing right now, that mountain that seems insurmountable, that obstacle that's keeping you awake at night. Got it? Good. Hold on to that thought, because by the end of our time together, you might just see that challenge in a whole new light. Now, let's talk about Shauna Hall. At 19, Shauna found herself in a situation that would break most people. She was homeless, a single mother, struggling to keep herself and her baby alive. For many, this would be the end of the story, a tragic tale of potential crushed by cruel circumstance. But for Shauna, it was just the beginning. You see, Shauna understood something that many of us forget when we're drowning in our struggles. She knew that our circumstances don't define us. Our response to them does. And her response? Well, let's just say it was nothing short of extraordinary. Picture this, a young woman, barely out of her teens with a baby on her hip and determination in her heart, decides to go back to school. Now, I don't know about you, but just the thought of juggling classes, caring for a child, and trying to keep a roof over their heads makes me want to take a nap. But Shauna, she didn't just survive, she thrived. She threw herself into her studies with a passion that would make even the most dedicated workaholics look lazy. And you know what? That passion paid off. Not only did she complete her degree, but she did it with honors. Let that sink in for a moment. Homeless single mother to honors graduate. If that doesn't make you want to stand up and cheer, I don't know what will. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's great for her, but my situation is different. I don't have that kind of strength. But here's the kicker. Neither did Shauna at first. Strength isn't something we're born with. It's something we build, one challenge at a time. It's like going to the gym for your soul. Each rep, each set, each grueling workout makes you stronger. And Shauna, she was lifting some heavy emotional weights. This brings us to our first crucial lesson. Adversity isn't our enemy. It's our personal trainer. Every obstacle we face, every setback we encounter is an opportunity to grow stronger, to become more resilient. It's in these moments of struggle that we discover what we're truly capable of. So the next time life throws you a curveball, don't duck. Grab a bat and swing for the fences. But Shauna's story doesn't end with her graduation. Oh no, that was just the warm up. You see, Shauna took the lessons she learned from her struggles and used them to fuel her next big dream, becoming an entrepreneur. Now, starting a business is challenging under the best circumstances, but imagine doing it as a single mother with no safety net, no family wealth to fall back on. The odds were stacked against her higher than a Jenga tower in an earthquake, but Shauna had learned a valuable lesson. Odds are just numbers, and numbers can be changed. With the same determination that got her through college, Shauna launched her first business, and guess what? It failed spectacularly. But here's where Shauna's story takes an interesting turn. Instead of being discouraged by this failure, she saw it as a learning opportunity. She analyzed what went wrong, adjusted her approach, and tried again. This brings us to our second crucial lesson. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every successful person you admire, every business leader you look up to has a string of failures behind them longer than a CVS receipt. The difference is they didn't let those failures define them. They used them as stepping stones. Shauna's second business venture was more successful, but it still wasn't the breakthrough she was looking for. But by this point, Shauna had developed a mindset that would serve her well for the rest of her life. She understood that success isn't a destination, it's a journey. Each setback, each failure, each moment of doubt was just another step on that journey. It's like playing a video game. Each level you beat makes you better equipped for the next challenge, and then it happened. Shauna's third business venture took off like a rocket. The years of struggle, the countless nights of doubt and worry, the sacrifice she had made, they all paid off. Shauna had not only lifted herself out of poverty, but she had built a thriving business that allowed her to provide for her family in ways she once only dreamed of. But Shauna's success didn't stop there. Remember that determination that got her through college? And those early business failures, well, it was still burning brighter than a supernova. Shauna took her success and multiplied it. She expanded her business, diversified her investments, and before long, she wasn't just successful, she was wealthy. Now, I can see some of you shifting uncomfortably in your seats. We often have a complicated relationship with the idea of wealth, don't we? It's like that friend who always shows up to the party uninvited but brings really good snacks. But here's the thing: Shauna's wealth wasn't just about money, it was about freedom. Freedom to make choices, freedom to help others, freedom to create the life she wanted, not just for herself, but for her child. And this brings us to our third crucial lesson. Success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about what you become in the process. Shauna didn't just become wealthy, she became resilient, resourceful, and wise. She developed a strength of character that no amount of money could buy. It's like she went through life's toughest boot camp and came out the other side as a spiritual Navy SEAL. But Shauna's story doesn't end with her personal success. In fact, in many ways, that's where it truly begins. Because Shauna understood something that many successful people forget. The true measure of success isn't what you get, it's what you give. Shauna took her hard earned wisdom and decided to share it with the world. She became a mentor, a guide for others who were struggling with the same challenges she had faced. She used her resources to create opportunities for those who, like her younger self, just needed a chance. It's like she built a ladder out of her own struggles and then held it steady for others to climb. This brings us to perhaps the most important lesson of all. Our struggles don't just make us stronger, they give us the power to help others. Every challenge you overcome, every obstacle you surpass becomes a beacon of hope for someone else who's still in the midst of their own struggle. Your triumph becomes their inspiration. Now, I want you to think back to that obstacle I asked you to consider at the beginning of this talk. How does it look to you now? Does it still seem insurmountable, or do you see it for what it truly is, an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger? You see, Shauna's story isn't just about one woman's journey from homelessness to success. It's about the potential that lies within each and every one of us. It's about the strength we all possess, even when we feel at our weakest. It's about the power of perseverance, the importance of resilience, and the transformative nature of never to giving up on our dreams. But more than anything, Shauna's story is a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles, that no matter how dark things might seem, there is always hope, that with determination, hard work, and a willingness to learn from our setbacks, we can overcome any obstacle. It's like life is a giant game of whack-a-mole, and every time you get knocked down, you come back up swinging harder. As we come to the end of this talk, I want to leave you with a challenge. I want you to look at your life, at the challenges you're facing, at the dreams you put on hold, and I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that you will face these challenges head on, that you will learn from your setbacks, that you will never stop pursuing your dreams. Because here's the truth: you are stronger than you know, you are more capable than you believe, and your struggles, they're not the end of your story. They're the beginning of your triumph. They're the origin story in your superhero movie. Remember, every successful person you admire was once where you are now. They faced doubts, they encountered setbacks, they experienced failures, but they persevered. And so can you. You're not just capable of overcoming your challenges, you're capable of using those challenges to create something beautiful, something meaningful, something that could change the world. So let Shauna's journey be an inspiration to you. Let her resilience fuel your determination. Let her success remind you of what's possible when you refuse to give up. Because you're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting for everyone who will be inspired by your story, everyone who will be lifted up by your success. You are not alone, and you will make it because Shauna did, and she's here to help you. We're all here to help you. Your triumph isn't just possible, it's inevitable. All you have to do is keep moving forward, one step at a time. It's like climbing a mountain. Each step might seem small, but before you know it, you're standing at the summit, looking down at how far you've come. As you leave here today, I want you to ask yourself one question: what's the first step you're going to take towards your dreams? Because that step, no matter how small it might seem, is the beginning of your own incredible journey. It's the first word in your success story. But don't stop there. I want you to take it a step further. I want you to look around and find someone who needs a helping hand, someone who's struggling with their own challenges. Reach out to them, share your story, offer your support, because in helping others, we often find the strength we need to help ourselves. And remember, your story isn't just for you. Your triumph over adversity, your resilience in the face of challenges, your success against all odds, these aren't just personal victories. They're beacons of hope for others who are still in the midst of their struggles. Your story has the power to inspire, to motivate, to change lives. So go out there and write your story. Make it a bestseller. Make it a blockbuster. Make it a story that will be told for generations to come, because you're not just living your life, you're creating a legacy. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one standing on this stage sharing your story of triumph, inspiring others to overcome their own challenges. Maybe you'll be the next Shauna Hall, showing the world what's possible when you refuse to give up on your dreams. So, are you ready? Are you ready to face your challenges head on? Are you ready to turn your struggles into strengths? Are you ready to become the hero of your own story? Because the world is waiting for you. Your triumph is waiting for you. All you have to do is take that first step. Remember, we will not be victimized by life. We will be victorious, for everything we encounter is going to make us stronger. Your triumph awaits. Go out there and claim it. Go out there and show the world what you're made of. Go out there and become the success story that someone else needs to hear. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Now go out there and make your own history. The world is waiting for your story of triumph. Don't keep it waiting.